Ayo, what? Wait. Look who just subscribed. Hello. Where's me? Where am I? How could this have happened? I'm very confused. Where's me? I'm supposed to be visible, but I'm not. Let's figure this out. Did my camera over the course of like a minute just stop registering? Hello? Game? I'm so confused. What? Where? Oh, hello, there I am. What the hell was that, computer? Sorry everybody, bit of a weird start. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was all about. It was literally showing my webcam and then decided to, I guess my webcam like disconnected in between me setting up the stream and whatnot. Anyway, we're here now, and that's what's important. And also here is the dog. Where is he at? There he is. Everybody say hi. Hey, Plan. Plan, you want to say hi? No, he doesn't want to say hi. He's too busy being snug. He's too busy being a snug boy. How is everybody doing? Hello, my name is Endeavorance. It is Tuesday, October 3rd, and also a year. I hope everybody's doing super well. Let me say hi to the folks who are in chat. Inky, congratulations on being first. Your prize is... I haven't shown this in a hot second. How about the globe? Your prize is globe. It's the whole world, just for you. Congratulations. Enjoy. That was for you, Inky, and thank you so much. Pixel Brady 06 asks, are you going to be covering the live house speaker vote? Maybe. I know it's happening right now. My mind is a little bit elsewhere, but I could check in on it. We'll see. That's Ash. Thank you so much for the subscribe. I've already got you on the chalkboard, so thank you so much. It's kind of hard to see, but I promise that you are up there. Inky Introvert, hello. The Mongol Raccoon, hello, and welcome to chat. Mosquito Toast 21, hello. Felix of All Trades, hello. Cootie Queen, hello. Mr. Slothman, hello. Tote Bag, hello. ABC Mafia, hello. Austin, hello. Kingwin 873, hiya to you as well, and welcome to chat. Miss Mac Dad, hello, and welcome to chat. Kaizen, how is it going? I think that might be the folks who are on Twitch for the most part. Over on TikTok, hello everybody. Potty Main, hello. Eshan Rahan, I'm so sorry that I am not parsing that name for some reason. How is it going? Stevie Tulp, hello. Catherine, hello. Bean Man, hello. Stealth, hello. Stealth says, do you know someone on Discord named Low Tier Gun? I mean, I was talking to them earlier today. Hello everybody. Hello, how's it going? I'm gonna do my level best to keep the energy level up here today because hello. Kind of literally just got out of therapy like minutes ago and I'm still kind of reeling. So you're gonna have to deal with sort of me actively context switching away from an extremely delicate and intensive psychotherapy session towards streaming to the internet and being a goober. So I'm gonna get there. We're gonna get there together. Greyblood and Floric, thank you for the roses over on TikTok. I very much appreciate it. Inky says, doing any EMDR? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Eli, hello, says, hey, you're amazing. I love getting news updates from you and your voice is stunning. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Foxy Luna says, I'm having a bad day for 2 days in a row now. I hope you're having a better time. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing fairly good. And Foxy Luna, I'm very sorry to hear that you were having a hard time. I'll do my very best to make the world better for you. But I have limited capability. I can only make the world better as long as everyone holds hands and puts all of their faith into me. I am God now. Glad that we could establish that. That's good. Seems healthy. Definitely not a cult. Beanman says you look like unique geese. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I don't know many things apparently. Pretty Queen says, "Oh, do you think postponing the live next time would be better for you?" I mean, I didn't play, like, I'm doing this because I wanted to do that. Like, I didn't stream yesterday, and so I said I was going to stream today. I'm doing fine. I'm really fine. It's not a problem. It's primarily just I need to get my brain into presentation mode. So, you know, doing pretty good. Stell says, "What if I told you I'm low tier gun from Discord? Would you believe me?" I would very much believe you. I have no reason to not believe you. Kaizen says, "I don't believe in a god, so does that mean you don't exist?" I definitely don't exist. None of you have proof that I exist. Unless you come and meet me at PAX Unplugged this December 1st through 3rd in Philadelphia. But until then, no one has proof that I even exist in the first place. I am just a complex AI recreation. I'm one of those new personas that Mark Zuckerberg just unleashed. That's purely an AI that you're interacting with. But Flynn is real. Trust me, Flynn's real, and he's a good boy. Hydrate. I can do that. Thank you so much. Sarchowski, thank you. You exist as a tiny person in my phone, like a little Tamagotchi. I wouldn't have it any other way. Just please clean up my shit, unlike my Tamagotchis, where they just died in a pool of their own feces. Didn't end super well for them. Sources, trust me, bro. I have tea. I do have tea. I do have tea with me. It's still just black tea using tea bags. I apologize to tea people out there. I'm making you very sad, I'm sure. However, I'm doing good because I normally have coffee in the afternoon, and I've switched to tea, and I've been sticking with the switching to tea, and boy, does it make life very different. For example, I'm actively yawning. Whew. I'm actively yawning right now. This does not have as much caffeine as I wish it did, but it is what it is. And it's I think it's making me sleep better. It's certainly making me tired earlier. I don't know if it's making me sleep better, and I've been getting up really early, so probably it's doing bad things for my sleep. I don't actually know. But I've been drinking 3 cups of coffee a day, which is like not, I don't think it's a ridiculous amount. But I've been typically having 3 months of coffee, or 3 mugs of coffee a day, 2 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and I'm switching out my afternoon cup with just tea, in the hopes that it'll not mess too much with the meds that I'm taking now, but oh well. Hello, Diana. Son of a bitch, my sub expired. Oh well, here to lurk. Well, how dare you, first of all, and second of all, welcome, and thank you for being here. How is the cider? Hey, gifted subscriptions. Thank you for that. Tote bag. Thank you for the gifted sub over on Twitch. Appreciate it very much. So I'll get you on the board in a moment. Elixirs TMB asks, how is the cider? Yeah, I had the cider last time I was streaming on Saturday, and it was incredible. And I have like several more things of cider in my refrigerator to get through, and I'm not complaining about that. Cam knows, thank you so much for the pizza. All right, let me get tote bag on the subscriber chalkboard. Hold up now. But there's a Flynn. There's still a Flynn right there. I promise. I'm gonna do you in orange, real big. Tote bag. Is that legible? I hope that's visible in the slightest. That's more visible than the other one. I need to like get a camera with actual zoom instead of using a webcam and with digital zoom that looks like actual garbage, but oh well. Oh, I just saw the TikTok. I'm gonna lurk now. Yeah, that was from like Saturday. It's very irritating sometimes as a person who tends to post stuff on TikTok that's like time relevant. It doesn't always work for me. Kaizen says, I haven't had caffeine for almost 10 years. It really changed my sleep schedule for the better. I probably should be like entirely off of caffeine at this point. because I'm taking a stimulant medication, and caffeine's also a stimulant. You're not really supposed to do both, but whatever. I like um coffee. Diana says there's a Flynn cam fund now. Audience, please, I need to see the boy. I can do interstitial Flynns. But yeah, I do have a fund set up as a bonus goal for folks who might want to tip over on Twitch to get a decent quality webcam to do a Flynn cam. We'll see. Flinterstitial, very, very, very good. Guarding the sunny spot, doing God's work. Yeah, he's been his ability for sunbeam is dwindling today. He was previously like around this area where there was a sunbeam, and it has slowly shifted, and he's just been moving himself ever so slightly every few minutes to remain in the sunbeam, but it's dwindling, much to his chagrin. The sun unfortunately is setting on his time to be in the sunbeam. Just Psych on TikTok says, joined the Palia adventure and I'm loving it so far. Excellent. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up playing some more Palia on this stream not too long from now. Primarily because I really, really like playing it. And also because, like, I feel like it's the perfect level of game for me to be able to zonk out and, like, play the game while maintaining a conversation with all of you. So it's very, very good. It doesn't require me to focus entirely on the game. Like, there's not a detrimental issue if I'm not completely focused on the game. So I'll probably be streaming more Palia in general. It's just a whole vibe, and I'm digging it. For now, we're just chilling. Flynn laying in a sunbeam would be such a cute image to see in your merch. I'm working on merch stuff, like actively making movements. Today I almost designed a shirt, and then therapy happened. So now I'm here. But yeah, no, I'm like actively working on merch. I'm hoping to actually have a few things up. I'm probably gonna do like a very small initial drop of like a couple of things, just to sort of gauge like where are we at here. But yeah, I'm very excited about all the different things that I could put on a shirt, because there are a good handful of options there. Stuff happened. That would be great. Stuff's never happening for the boy. Actually, something was happening for the boy a couple of days ago. He's better now, so no worries. He's doing okay now. But a couple of days ago, it was really sad. He wasn't eating. Oh, hey, hi Flynn. He wasn't eating, or well, he was hungry, but he went to go to try to eat, and we give him a like a feeder toy. It's like a big thing called a wobbler, and he has to like knock it around to get kibbles to fall out so he can eat. And he was knocking it around, and the kibbles were falling out, but when he would go to bend his head down to grab some food, it seemed to like hurt him or something. And he like would reel back, and he would try a couple times and give up and just sit like as like a defeated stance. It was the saddest thing ever, watching my dog like attempt to eat and like not be able to. And I don't know what it was. It was like he woke up with a strained neck or something. And so I lifted his food up to him, and he had his appetite. It was no problem. He downed it once I lifted it up to him. But yeah, he like wouldn't eat it off the ground, which was very, very, very sad. But the next day he was okay, which is good. He turned 30. Yeah, like he woke up with a crink in his neck or something. I have no idea. He was completely unimpeded in every other activity for that day. He was able to sniff around. We went on walks. He was playful. He was very lovey still. But just that one action of trying to eat off the ground, just nope, wouldn't work. I've got Franbo in my cart on PS4. Have you played that? I've never heard of that. I do not know what Franbo is. I'm very sorry. I don't know about anything today, apparently. Everybody keeps asking me about stuff, and I haven't known a single... Can someone ask me about, like, easy things? Can somebody just, like, make my life easy? Because I apparently don't know anything about anything. Which is fair. And we knew this. We knew that I don't know anything about anything. But... Fran gesture Rambo. Yeah, I don't know what these words are. Did I just fall asleep and everybody had like new pop culture stuff that I'm just completely unaware of? Seen any good apples lately? Thank you. No, I haven't seen many apples recently. I want that's not true. I had well, apple cider, of course, and then also I've had a couple of bowls of like apple cinnamon oatmeal, like homemade apple cinnamon oatmeal. Very, very, very good stuff. What color is your beanie? Right now it is green. It is a forest green, I would say, if you can call this a beanie. It's a cap. What color are your eyes? I said easy questions. I don't know. Is it blue?
Tell me it's blue. I think it's blue.
Y'all are gonna have to tell me because I genuinely don't know. Have a good stream. Thank you, Sonny. Take care. Hello. Dark Angel DA, thank you for the follow, as well as Nelly Foggy Moat, and the Mongol Raccoon. Thank you all so much for the follows on Twitch. I really appreciate it. I can't tell either. That's why I'm asking you. I'm pretty sure they're like blue-ish, blue adjacent.
Nice retinal scan for you.
Who can say for sure? Who can say for absolute certain? So yeah, there's like a house vote going on right now. Let's see if there's any like movement there. Kevin McCarthy impeachment vote. If you're not familiar with what is going on, there is a vote in the House of Representatives to potentially oust Kevin McCarthy, who is the House lead of the Republican Party. Because he struck a deal with Democrats to pass a temporary spending bill to keep the government open. And a chunk of people in the Republican Party wanted to instead pass a bill with very significant spending cuts on things that I personally would think are not things that we should reduce spending on. And also money is fake. But because Kevin McCarthy went around them and worked with the Democrats to pass the bill, they are now threatening to remove Kevin McCarthy as the party leader. And that's a little bonkers. I mean, like, I am not here for either of the major political parties. But it's still notable. Like, it's still notable that we are in a situation in which within one of the two major parties in this country, they are having such a aggressive infight that they might unseat their sitting Speaker of the House. That is like borderline unprecedented. There have been a couple of moments in the past, but like 3 of them. And I don't think any of them ever actually worked. I don't quite remember. But yeah, it's really, really significant, even if you don't give a shit, that this is happening. And like, if Kevin McCarthy, for context here, this vote will require the majority, if the majority of members of the House vote to unseat Kevin McCarthy, including Democrats, then he will be unseated. Democrats have no real reason to have his side here. So like, while Democrats they're spineless cowards and might be like, oh, but decorum, we got to take the high road. We're not going to vote to unseat him because he rightfully has that's probably going to be what happens is Democrats pull some like high road dumb bullshit. But if Democrats find their spines, they would vote out McCarthy and just sow even more destruction among the Republican Party, which is exactly what the Republican Party would do to Democrats, because Republicans don't give a shit. Democrats also don't give a shit, but try to fake giving a shit. And then that dumb bullshit happens. So like, we'll see. There's like a legit 50% chance that at the end of the day, the Republican Party will have unseated their own Speaker of the House, which is actually hilarious. And good, because fuck Kevin McCarthy. And like, I don't like, he barely made it as he was one of the first speakers in like hundreds of years or whatever that like didn't get the vote for his position on the first try. So it's like, He's just gonna have this big black splotch on his history of just being this like shitty guy who barely made it work. But as far as I can tell right now, nothing has actually progressed. They're just getting ready. Oh, wait. Speaker Kevin McCarthy's ability to remain in leadership is now seriously at risk after the House voted Tuesday to move ahead with an effort by hard-right Republicans to critics to oust him. Republican critics of the speaker and many Democrats say that he is not worthy of leadership. Yeah, so they are now debating. We'll see. We shall see. 15 votes to get him in as speaker. Yeah. Yeah, it took him quite some time to actually get that seat. I love how my monthly income can just be taken away because some people want to throw a hissy fit. It's really unfortunate that this is just how things work. And like, this is why people aren't happy with the status quo. And like, this is why people don't like government and whatnot. And what sucks is that like, the only real option is an extremely dangerous route that will result in many people having their lives destroyed. And it's not the people who need to have their lives destroyed. It is common folk. It is the sick. It is people who need assistance. It is people of color. I shouldn't say people of color. Sorry. It is it's people. It's just normal people. Yeah, I've actually been, I don't mind having a conversation about that. I've been a little back and forth on the term people of color, and as a white person, I don't need to have an opinion, or I shouldn't be the one forming this opinion. But as a white person, I feel very strange saying people of color, because I read a very compelling argument that it's very otherizing and also very nondescript. So like, it's essentially saying there are white people and then there's everyone else. And to say that everyone who is not white falls into this one bucket is very erasing, and doesn't do justice to the thing that's supposed to be celebrated, which is the differences in culture and history that make people who they are, and like acknowledging the meaningfulness of that. And to just boil all of that down to person of color is like another attempt at making it seem like it's a better word, but in reality it's just like it's still just kind of like racist in a different way. It's like saying Latinx, which I super don't understand, but like I'm not going to say one way or another because it does not apply to me. But I would never feel comfortable using that term because as far as I understand, it's deeply insulting to people who are the actual recipients of that term. But what was super, super weird for me was at my previous job, the ERG, if you're not familiar, an ERG is an employee resource group. It's a like it's like a club within a within an organization, like within a company, where like employees of different sort of demographics can like support each other. So usually there's like a queer one or like a black and Latina, and the resource group for Latino people at my previous job referred to themselves as like the Latinx resource group or whatever, and like did a whole thing for what they referred to as Latinx History Month. And I'm like, this doesn't, like, every other person that I actually know hates that term. Like, I've never met a single Latino or Latina or Latine person, like, ever wants that term to be used. And it's very bizarre that it has stuck around. Diana says, yeah, real Latines use Latine. Yeah, like it's it was made up by white people. Yeah, like it has its history as like, you know, white people trying to come up with a progressive term that's like gender inclusive or whatever. And it's like, I get the impulse, and it comes from a place of wanting to show respect, but it also comes from a place of like white people wanting to be like, I did a good, and it's like, we'll say it's Latine, not Latine. Got it. Thank you so much for correcting me. Latine. Got it. Yeah, I really want to learn Spanish, or just like Spanish heritage languages and like the language structure around that. I don't know what the term would be. Like, I guess it all stems from Latin. What is it? What would it be called? To like learn about the structure of grammar and linguistics as it pertains to countries that, or like cultures that use like Spanish adjacent, is it etymology, like Spanish adjacent languages? Because like I learned French pronunciation and like how to understand how words would be spoken in French, but I never learned that skill for like Spanish, or I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know enough about it to say like what languages would be close enough in history to know, to be able to intuit how things are pronounced. Anyway, point being, thank you for correcting me if I ever say a word wrong, because I like to learn how words are said. Phonology. I guess, yeah, phonology makes sense. I don't know why gendered languages even exist. Like, huh? Ash. I mean, I don't know the answer to that. I'm sure that there is a very good answer that a linguist could give. And I would assume it has to do with like eons of cultural compounding cultural stuff. But yeah, gendered languages fuck me up, because like I can never remember which one's which. Like what's male and what's female. I can't do it. Straight up can't do it. Duolingo, it helps a lot even if you don't get far. I've considered Duolingo. I always feel like it seems, if it is good, if people have had good experiences, then great. I've always gotten kind of skeeved out by Duolingo. But like I have never tried it, to be clear. I haven't tried it and got skeeved out. I've always been skeeved out by the concept of like, use this app to learn an entire language. seems rough. Hello. McCrotty, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I really appreciate it. Sylvie says, I honestly have massive respect for people who know more than one language. I struggle with English, let alone another one like Spanish. I only passed Spanish because foreign language education is shit. Fair. Shay Dwight says, just popping in to say hi, then back to work. Well, thank you for popping in, and hello. Seth says, I have friends who work there. Yeah, I know a couple of people who work there, but like that also is part of why. I mean, it's a tech company, you know? Like that's why I'm skeeved out by it. I inherently don't trust products that are
Look who just
put out by tech companies that are supposed to be like humanities, you know? Like humanities and tech people just don't overlap to me. McCrotty, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Let me get you on the chalkboard. Thank you so much, McCrotty. Let me get you up there.
You red.
Strutting. Cabinary B on TikTok says, you and the SpongeBob fish are my news. I'm in good company then. I'm happy to hear that. Sarchowski says, I tried Duolingo to try to learn Russian. Didn't really help in terms of pronunciation, and often gave wrong translations. I have a story. To share. Here we go. Enjoy this. Back in college, I had 3 roommates who were very much big characters. I will name them. I don't want to actually name drop them. Let's see. Whatever. I'll just use their first names. So there's Alex, Tim, and Rich. I'll say Rich. I don't know why I said Rich. I've never called him Rich in my entire life. Alex, Tim, and Richard. Tim is not a part of this story. Alex and Richard. So Alex is a guy who like his intention was to join the rest of his entire family, who all worked at the NSA. If you're not familiar, the NSA is the National Security Agency. It is one of the big spooky agencies in the intelligence community in America. Alex came from essentially an entire family that worked at the NSA, and his goal was to also work there. And so he wanted to keep a nice squeaky clean record of, you know, going into that, because he's got to have his background check. He's got to be a good boy, right? Richard owed Alex for some groceries, I believe. There was like an outstanding tab. You know, we were all living together. We're all like kind of cross paying for each other. Richard owed Alex some money, and Alex was like, well, you know what? Fine. You can pay me back instead by pirating Might and Magic 5 for me, because that's a game that I've really wanted to play and I can't find my old copy of it. And I don't want to pirate that game, because what if it gets caught? What if I get caught and it'll go on my record and then I'll get in trouble before I try to work at the NSA? And so the idea was Richard would go pirate this game to pay back Alex. Richard pirates the game and gives the installer to Alex. Alex installs it. And he accidentally had pirated the Russian version of the game. So Alex has Might and Magic, but it's in fully Russian and only Russian. And so Alex goes back to Richard, and instead of saying, can you pirate the English version of the game? He says, hey, Richard, I need you to pirate Russian Rosetta Stone for me so I can learn Russian to play the version of the game that you pirated. And you know what? Richard went and pirated Russian Rosetta Stone and gave that to Alex, who installed it on his computer. And I shit you not, for months, Alex legitimately had two monitors. One monitor had Rosetta Stone, and the other monitor had the Russian cracked copy of Might and Magic. And he was teaching himself Russian to play the Russian version of this game instead of just getting the English version of the game. It was a beautiful moment, and I to this day cannot fathom the commitment to what I assume was the bit, because it wasn't like he did it while we were watching. He did it for hours on end. It was a lot. Thoughtspore, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. I've got a lot of very good stories from that crew, and from that living experience in particular. We were in a very shitty apartment. Like, the day we moved in, we all picked rooms. It was like student apartments, right? So it was like a, you know, how can we have the cheapest possible apartments with the most possible rooms and the least possible amenities? And we get in, we each, there's four bedrooms and one bath to each apartment, and we each choose a bedroom. Richard goes to move into his bedroom, and we're all moving stuff in, and Richard goes, ah! And we're like, what? And he goes, get in here! The other three of us promptly go to Richard's room to find that he is halfway underground, because there was just like a 3-foot diameter hole in the ground underneath his bed. And when he had tried to lay in his bed, it teetered into the hole in part. And so he moved it to the side to discover that there is a straight up hole going down to dirt. We were on the first floor, just gaping hole in the ground and dirt. And he's just standing there, and we just see him from hip up, because that's how big the hole was in his room in the ground. So that was fun. And he just kind of dealt with it for a while until he eventually reported it, because like winter started to roll in, and it was just blowing freezing air up through this hole. And what we realized was, whenever like the last round of people closed out for the semester and did the, like, you know, you're supposed to like go through the apartment and like note anything you see so they can make repairs between semesters. They clearly saw that and just moved the bed over top of it instead of reporting it, because no one wanted to deal with it. And so ultimately it got reported, and we had to all vacate the apartment for like a month while they did repairs, and they put us up in like a dorm instead, which was super annoying because we specifically were paying for an apartment. And so we were in like a 3-person dorm instead, and Alex ended up going home. When we got back, they had to do like a deep clean, right? So they did like a carpet cleaning as well, which meant that there was, you know, a bunch of moisture in the carpet, and they had those like carpet heavy duty fans that just blow on the bottom of the carpet to dry it off over time. And they left like 6 of those fans in the apartment, and no one ever came to pick them back up. They just forgot about them. So we just had a whole bunch of these high-powered heavy-duty fans. And what we ended up doing was one of the greatest improvised drinking games of our lives, because of course we were in college. We took those fans and pointed them all upwards. And of course we had a surplus of ping pong balls. It was a college apartment. And so what we did was we used our textbooks and the updraft from all the fans that we had blowing and ping pong balls, and we found that it was just enough air pressure to make the ping pong balls levitate at approximately like eye height. And so we would take our textbooks and use them as paddles, and we played like air ping pong, and whoever like couldn't volley it back had to drink. It was quite a good time. Lots of shenanigans with drunk college boys with big fans. The most college thing I've ever heard. Yep. My favorite memory from that apartment though was, again, it was a ground floor apartment. Hello. There were big windows right at the front door, and you could look right into the two more stories. There's a big window right up front that you could look into the apartment. One day we were all chilling. Okay, 3 more stories. Okay, context, backing up. In high school, you have to understand, please understand. I'm a moron. In high school, I had a red Ford Taurus, a like 1996 red Ford Taurus that was a hand-me-down. And I thought it would be funny to put underglow on it. So I bought some like secondhand underglow from a friend, rigged it up to that car very, very poorly, connected it directly to the battery, which drained my battery immediately, so I had to fix that a couple times. But I had underglow on this 96 Ford Taurus. Eventually, eventually the car died, and I took the underglow off, and I kept it, and I jerry-rigged the underglow. I resoldered it to a plug that can go into a wall. And so I could plug the underglow into the wall, and the underglow was able to be plugged into a music outlet to pulse to music. And so I retrofitted it to be like back then LED light stripping in our apartment. This was back before you could buy like any number of LED light strips on Amazon. So we had flashing, pulsing to beat lighting in our college apartment. So we also had that hooked up to our game consoles, of course, because we're nerds and we're playing games. And so that way when you shoot in a FPS, the lights flash. It was sick. It was awesome. It did draw some attention though. And one night, Richard was playing Mega Man Battle Network. And a group of folks come walking by, and they were, I don't know where the hell they were headed, because we were on like the very end of a pathway, but they come walking by, and one of them looks through our front window, and without like being invited at all, he opens our front door and just yells, "Yo, is that Mega Man Battle Network?" And out of nowhere, I normally I would be very upset about a bunch of people barging into my apartment, but suddenly the vibes aligned, y'all. And out of nowhere, like this ad hoc group of a bunch of random people who were hype about Mega Man Battle Network, like came pouring into our apartment, crowding into our living room to watch that. And that just naturally evolved into throwing a party. And so for the rest of the night, we were playing beer pong and doing whatever. It was a good night. We were blasting music. The lights were pulsing. Out of nowhere, this group that I had never met before and never met again. I never saw any of them after that night. I'm not even sure that they existed. They might have been like just temporary visitors from the ethereal plane for all I know. But yeah, they showed up, hyped for Mega Man Battle Network, and the night went on into the wee hours of the morning as we were partying and drinking. It was a good time. I think the only other story that I want to share right now would be my RA. It was like a apartment. It was an apartment on complex, or on the campus of the university. So it still had an RA, but I mean, it was the like as far out as you can get from the campus, and no one gave a shit. So my RA was the one throwing the parties and giving and buying alcohol for everybody, and she was a bit sloppy. Her and her roommates were sloppy college girl drunk, white girl wasted most weekends, I would say. And one day I am asleep in my bed, and I'm very confused because suddenly there's two drunk women in my bed with me, and I don't know what's going on because I was literally asleep. And it turns out they got confused and entered my apartment thinking it was theirs, went to their what would have been their room. I don't know why it was both of them. I could probably guess why it was both of them. Went to what would have been their room, but they were too drunk to realize that they were not in their apartment, and they crashed into my bed and then realized I was in it. And I was a little way too tired and confused to make any good out of that situation. Because they were not in a hurry to get back out and whatever, and they were being their very intoxicated selves. And honestly, all I felt was extreme discomfort, because I was like, I actually just want to be asleep right now. This isn't going anywhere. I believe I was in a relationship at the time too, so that was kind of awkward. And from then on out, I started locking my door at night. And to this day, I lock my door at night just in case a drunk person accidentally walks in and falls into my bed. Honestly, good call. Yeah. That actually did end up getting me in trouble later on. I was in advanced talks with another potential romantic interest once, who was like crashing at my apartment at the time, and was like sleeping on the couch, and I was in my bedroom, and I locked my door, and she had intended to like do a cute thing and like come in at night and cuddle up with me. Hello. And I had locked my door, and so I thwarted that. So I did that to myself. That was my fault. That was entirely on me. Oofa doofa. I done goofed. So Crizella rating with a party of 5. Welcome to the Raiders, and hello. I'm just talking about funny old college stories. I apologize. Diana says, in advanced talks with another potential romantic interest is the most engineer way possible of saying that. Well, you know, what can I say? I am dumb. Yep. It's very different to talk about like romantic potential interests of the past once you're like in a long-term relationship. And like, I didn't expect to feel like I had to distance myself as much as I am distancing myself right now. Yeah, it was a girl I was trying to get with, and she was very clearly trying to get with me. But there was like a whole thing. I think she was like in a sort of relationship with somebody, but it was like sort of like a summer fling kind of thing. And like, she didn't know if what she wanted or whatever. And I was like, well, I'm going to respect your boundaries. And so I didn't make any advancements. But then like in the middle of the night, she decided that she wanted to make an advancement, but I had already locked the door. And so I woke up the next morning to a text message sent at like 2 a.m. from her saying, you locked your door. And I was like, oh, God. I too am the dumb, says Crizella. Well, great. I'm glad that I'm not alone. Definitely no smooches. Yeah, Seth. No, I'm a no smooches Hello. For this boy. A very smoochless guy of that time. Red Riding Reaper, thank you so much for the follow. Says, you know, I've been meaning to do this for months and I just keep forgetting. Well, thank you so much for following on Twitch. I really appreciate that. I very much do. How did this go from politics to college stories in 20 minutes? Not complaining. Because I, contrary to popular belief, I don't like talking about politics all that much. I can, and I will answer questions if people have it, but I'm really bored with politics in general. It is not my passion. It is just a thing that I'm typically okay at boiling down into like shareable terms. And I read a lot of current events, and I do my news show. I don't know why the hell I'm doing a news show. Like, I just kind of am. I read a lot of current events and like to talk about it, and so I share stuff. But I feel like more often than not, talking about politics is just not going to lead to content that I want to put out in the world, because it's like, what am I going to do? Rile people up? Like, I'm intentionally taking a stupid route of content creation. Stupid from the perspective of growing quickly. I'm trying to not be controversial for the sake of being controversial. I'm trying to not specifically egg on people who oppose my views for the sole purpose of getting them to engage with my content with like hate engagement to further my content. That is an extremely powerful, potent strategy for growing as a content creator. And I'm trying my absolute best to not make content that profits off of negative emotion. I really don't want to do that. And unfortunately, I have to talk about difficult subjects, and I want to give representation to subjects that I want to be seen, such as trans rights, women's rights, queer rights, stuff like that. And that sucks because it's gonna come across as alarmist. But it's also why I intentionally try to use disarming tones while delivering all of these stories. And so just going on rants about politics is just like not what I want to do necessarily. And like, I don't want to treat it like the circus that it is. I want to treat it like the reality that it is, which is that the existence of that circus has a measurable negative impact on people I care about. And I just get really weirded out when I see creators who are, and again, I really don't want to come across as hating on these creators. It's the game, and they're playing it, and that's fine. But I get skeeved out when people are treating it like it's a reality show and picking characters that they wanna have as you know, heels and heroes, and I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't think that that's how we should be treating the leaders of our nation. And it's just a little weird. Dinkles Divine says, "I love your news. Things happen, but everything that happens hurts a bit less when you say it." Well, thank you so much. I'm trying. Diana has redeemed a rant. Let's see, rant or rave about school lunches instead, then, with particular emphasis on Uncrustables, if you please. I have thoughts. All right, so when I was a young lad, when I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. That's not true. I first of all, spent so many years avoiding that square pizza that they serve at schools, which was a mistake, because it turns out that like by the time that I ended up actually trying that, I don't know if it was me that changed or the pizza that changed, but by the time I actually ended up trying it, it was at least palatable. And so I spent a very long time having all the other shit that was also bad, but I was just convinced that square pizza was inedible, right? I'm okay. First of all, I don't know who on this stream out there in the ether is old enough to have remembered waking up and turning on TV to check what the school lunch was going to be that day. But that was a thing. There was a channel that would rotate through the different schools in my district to list what was on the school lunch that day. And so I would wake up and check the menu before determining whether or not I wanted to try to pack and bring a lunch to school. Because if you got lucky, you would see that there was a chicken sandwich on the board. And I'm like 80% certain that it was literally just Chick-fil-A. Because they would also, whenever they had a chicken sandwich, they would very surprisingly, for whatever reason, instead of tater tots, have waffle fries, which was Chick-fil-A. 90% certain that they just imported it from Chick-fil-A. But they also would sometimes bring in fries from Checkers / Rallies And if you could catch that divine combination of like, today is a spicy chicken sandwich day and the Checkers fries, I've never been happier in my entire life than that moment. However, what I learned is that if I wanted to, by the end of my time in high school, actually get a substantial enough meal out of eating at the lunchroom, I had to bring essentially enough food to purchase 2 meals, because I was a growing boy and ate way too much food, but I was a growing boy. And so your boy would be going there and getting myself a whole ass smorgasbord. I would use that word. I would get the burger for that day. If there was a chicken sandwich, I would grab the chicken sandwich. I would get fries. I would get like a little dessert cake thingy. I would get like multiple sides, sometimes even also a slice of pizza. I would like go back and grab a slice. I should also say I was deeply unhealthy in high school. deeply unhealthy in high school. As far as Uncrustables go, I'm gonna have a slightly hot take on this one. I find Uncrustables to be dissatisfying, and not because of the lack of crust. I applaud the innovation in the PB&J delivery space, but I find them to be dissatisfying because, and again, maybe this is just me, I want more filling. There is not enough filling in a standard decrusted, in an uncrusted, in one unit of decrusted Uncrustables. There's nowhere near enough filling. When I'm making a PB&J, as some people would refer to as a pabuja, when I'm making a pabuja, I am slathering on the peanut butter, and I am pouring out that jam. Those preserves, not anymore. There ain't anything left. I preserved none of it, because it's on my sandwich and now I'm eating it. I want it to just slop out everywhere. When you take a bite, it needs to just become a mess. By the time I'm done, my plate needs to be more PB and J than it is plate, you know? And so I hope that satisfies. If you need an in-depth analysis of any particular school food, let me know, because I can provide. I will say, a lot of people talk about like astrology. A lot of people talk about religion. A lot of people talk about your birth year or what order you were born in your siblings. But there's one thing that truly identifies who you are as a person. And that thing is, when you were in elementary school, did you reach for plain strawberry or chocolate milk when you were grabbing your carton? Identify yourself. It's time to tell on yourself. Are you a plain, chalky, or strawberry milk kind of person? Seeing chalky milk, strawberry, chalky, chocolate, lots of chocolate milk. I'm seeing representation for chocolate and strawberry. No purists here. Strawberry? No purists here? My goodness. Yeah, let's get a poll up. Let's get a poll. Let's do this scientifically. Okay? Poll. Milk yourself. Plain old cow juice. Choco cow drippings. Or milk that strawberry. All right. Everybody milk yourself. Vote in my poll. I need you all to milk yourself live on my stream. Banana weirdos? Wait, banana milk? Hold on. What? Wait, do you mean when you're saying bananas? Bilk? No, banana milk is not a thing. We're pulling up the browser. Hi, Gordon Ramsay. Shut up. You're terrible at making grilled cheese. Bilk. I'm searching bilk first. Okay, I did nothing. Banana milk. Korean banana milk? Is that it? Is this what we're talking about? Korean banana milk recipe. Where do the poll is about to end? Okay, Choco Cow Drippins won the poll, so Chalky seems to be the winner here. Hey yo, what? Wait. Look who just subscribed. Hey yo, Franch. 5 months. Okay, once I'm done learning about banana milk, then I'll get you on the board. But for now, I need to learn. Here, let's shut up about the recipe. Okay, whatever. Where's the recipe? Shut up. Okay. 1 ripe banana, sliced or broken into pieces. A half cup of regular milk. A half cup of water? We're watering down our milk? 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. Okay, I can kind of see where this is going. And a small drop of pure vanilla extract. Combine all ingredients in a blender and blend until smooth and has milk-like consistency. I guess the milk is to counteract the banana. I mean, this is not super far off from a smoothie that I usually make. Like, I usually do like banana, maple, vanilla, and peanut butter in a smoothie for breakfast, which is just incredible. So this actually, I'm warming up to it. When you said milk, when you said banana milk, I got concerned. But now I'm interested, and I might make this. I think I have all the ingredients currently. So maybe I'll make this and post a video of that. And maybe I'll make it patrons only. But we'll see. Yeah, holy shit. I'm gonna make banana milk. I'm gonna make a to-do right now. That is make banana milk. Tomorrow, priority 1. All right. Well, damn. I've been broken. Y'all broke me. And like, just wow. Just wow. I was not expecting that. I wasn't expecting to learn something so special. Let's get Franch on the board.
In purple. I'm pretty sure my light is low on batteries, but whatever.
Can we have your banana smoothie recipe? Oh my goodness, yes. Somebody clip this, because I'm not going to write it down. Banana smoothie recipe by Endeavorance. Here's the recipe. Step 1. Blender out. Step 2. You need to collect the following quest items. Milk of your choice. I use oat milk. I also used oats, like oats, just normal like oats that you would make. So oat. Peanut butter of your preference. Some bananas, preferably frozen. Freeze the bananas first. Cut them into small pieces and freeze them for a day. Milk, banana, peanut butter, oat, vanilla, either extract or protein powder, depending on if you wanted to just taste vanilla-y or if you want it to be more filling and be vanilla-y. And a splash of maple syrup if you would like. Put in blender in amounts that seem reasonable. Blend. Inevitably add way more milk because you totally misjudged how much milk you needed to put in there. Blend more. Pour into cup. Imbibe. And that is my recipe. It's really a matter of vibes. I really don't measure anything, which is very rare for me. If I'm doing a recipe, I usually am extremely meticulous to follow the recipe, except for if it lists spices or garlic, I double all spices and garlic in every recipe. Ignore what the fuck the recipe says. Double the spices and garlic. Just fucking do it. Your life will improve. But yeah, it is like incredibly simple. It's extremely delicious, but it's really just a matter of milk. But like the cores are milk, banana, peanut butter, and that's really it. And then everything else is just like, you know, I do the oats in there. I do like a maybe a half cup of oatmeal in there, which just like thickens it a little bit and also adds like some I guess fiber, carbs, whatever. It makes it better. It also makes it slightly nuttier. And then yeah, like vanilla and maple to taste as needed. And then from there, you can like really experiment and go do a bunch of different stuff. Elixir says, I gotta go to sleep. I'm gonna get a night pickle and peace out. Y'all have a good night or day for you. Take care, Elixirs. Enjoy your night pickle. I'm very happy for you. Be well. And it does look like over on TikTok, it was Chalky that was doing it too. Dingle's Divine. Let me catch up on some. I've gotten some gifts on TikTok and I haven't said thank you. I'm very sorry. Alex Baker, thank you for the tiny diny. Camnos, thank you for the pizza. Dingle's Divine, thank you for the roses, the hearts, the pizza. Oh, thank you so much. The hand hearts and the regular heart and the pizza and the roses. My goodness. Thank you so much. Thinking whole milk, Nutella, frozen banana, and vanilla extract. Thanks. Oh, awesome idea. Thanks. Yeah, it is a, you are welcome. It is a go-to in Casa de la Dev. It is, well, for one, if you don't put the oats in it, because the oats will like thicken it over time. If you don't do the oats, like it keeps pretty dang well. So you can even like make it the night before if you want to. But it's just like right on the cusp of sweet and savory breakfast, which like if you can't decide if you want a sweet or a savory breakfast, like perfect. And it's also like portable and it's really filling. Like it's like straight up a whole ass meal, especially depending on how much peanut butter you put in there. So it's a good time. It's quick, it's easy, it's great. Liquid banana bread, essentially. Yo, banana bread. Hold on, zucchini bread? Oh my god. Y'all, banana bread is good. Zucchini bread though is earlier somebody asked if not political content, what kind of content would I prefer to make? I think my ideal content would be food content, but not making food, just enjoying food. And not like a mukbang or anything like that, but like just appreciating delicious food and being like, damn, this is great. Like, I'm not going to offer critical analysis. I'm just going to get hype about it. I'm like, wow, this noodle sure is dangly. Like, damn. Abe Sapien says, me as a chef. Hell yeah. No, I mean, in reality, I'm really looking forward to doing more gaming and tabletop gaming content. I've got some irons in the fire there, so look out for that. If you're not already following my gaming YouTube or TikTok accounts, be sure to do that. On YouTube, it's Endeavorance Games. On TikTok, it's Endeavorance_games. So yeah, expect more stuff in that space soon. Because as much as I like doing like stuff keeps happening and current event stuff and technology stuff, my passion has always been in games, game design, telling stories, stuff like that. So if you want to hear stories told by yours truly, something's probably wrong with you. And also be sure to follow my accounts. I would appreciate that. Banana bread at work, dude. Hell yeah. We love banana bread here. Zucchini bread with chalky chips and walnuts. Oh god. I'm not even hungry and I'm hungry. That's annoying. I haven't had banana bread in a second. Oh god. I don't need you to tell me something is wrong with me. Well, I mean, again, I just got out of therapy right before this, so something's wrong with me. That's what I learned. Something is perfectly right with me is how I'll say it, actually. I am exactly as I need to be. Have you tried coquito? Maybe? I don't know what that is. So I don't want to say no yet. Is that a food or a game? It's a food. Is it different from... Okay, it looks like it's in the same realm as like horchata? Puerto Rican eggnog. Holy shit. Hold on, let me bring it up on the other browser. Hold on. The happiest holiday ever with this top-rated coquito recipe. Am I saying that right? Whether you bottle it and give it as gifts or keep the whole batch to yourself, this boozy drink will make your season extra festive. What song is playing? It's called Hyper by Squid with 2 I's. Squiid. Let's see here. Where's the recipe? Here's a brief overview. Cook the evaporated milk and egg yolks into a double boiler until thick. Transfer the mixture into a blender. Transfer into glass. I mean, cool. Oh, here's the ingredients. Evaporated milk, eggs, cream, sweetened condensed milk, white rum, water, vanilla, spices. Yeah. I mean, this sounds incredible. This sounds amazing, and I will find it. I'm a big fan of horchata, which I don't want to like too closely associate them just because they're both foreign to me, but I do love that. And I do love eggnog. I did have a very unfortunate experience in which I said this before on stream. I had eggnog and separately got a terrible stomach bug like the same day. And so the last thing I had in my, palate was eggnog when I started getting very, very sick. And so like I forged the like gag reflex connection with eggnog for a while. But I love eggnog, and I don't think it was the eggnog that did it to me, because like I think it was a stomach bug. Everybody else got sick too. Horchata is delish. Yeah. There's a couple of places. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. My favorite taqueria that was like right down the street from me is closing, at least temporarily. They have to move out of their space and into like a food truck because the facility has been like reclaimed by a developer, and they have to knock it all down to build a new like mixed use, that the same apartment complex they build everywhere. I'm not complaining about the construction of new residential buildings, right? Like the mixed use buildings are good. They increase housing and they like still have places for retail, but it's currently just like a strip, and they need to demolish the existing strip and build a new strip and an apartment building on top. And so for an undetermined amount of time, my favorite place, like my favorite restaurant around here, is down to like extremely limited capacity. Now, I am blessed to live in an area with an extremely high Hispanic population. There is we have Spanish language official communications from our local government. We have we're more than, I think we're a majority, quote unquote, majority minority district. And so there's a lot of extremely good taquerias around me. But this one was my favorite. And I'm very sad. And now I'm hungry. And now I'm hungry and sad at the same time. Sadly hungry. God damn it. I would get a burrito from them with chorizo and carnitas. And like maybe that's duplicative and maybe that's extreme. But I love that thing. And I love it so much. And it's just not the same. It's just not the same anywhere else. No one makes the same burrito as they do. The burrito is so much more main ingredient forward. Everybody else just skimps so much on the thing that you ordered your burrito to be. Like I wanted a chorizo and carnitas burrito. Anywhere else would be like a little bit of chorizo, a little bit of carnitas, and like a ton of rice, and like a ton of like pico, and like that's all fine. But I'm not here for the rice. I'm here for the main, the main course. I love the rice, but the rice should be playing alongside the leading players, so to speak. I just feel like everyone else gets it out of whack, but this place got it right. They had the perfect proportions. All right, I'm gonna stop talking to you about my preferred local taqueria that's shutting down. Tell them set up on your porch. My God, I would die. It would be game over. Al Pastor tacos, yeah, I love them. I love them. I think Al Pastor is up there with Lengua tacos. Oh my god. I have to like rate limit myself with Lengua. Like it's so fatty, but it's so good. It's so rich though. It ruins me. That said, I somewhat lied. There is a restaurant near me that is like a bougie Mexican place. Like it's a bougie not fast casual, but like it's a whole ass sit down restaurant with very high quality Mexican everything. But it's more of like a Southwest vibe. Lots of like SF inspiration. But they have a dish. Their SF taco platter is, I have described it as if I was on death row and someone asked me what I would want for my last meal. That would be it. That's how good it is. It is outrageous. They use like, you know, their corn tortillas are made from like, you know, absolute scratch. They grind their own masa using like heirloom whatever, so it's like the blue whatever. I don't know the details. But then they take the tortilla and they put a whole bunch of cheese on a griddle and then the tortilla on top of that, so the cheese like grills into the tortilla. So now you've got like a tortilla with a layer of like charred cheese on it, and then they use that as the base of the taco with carne asada, pinto beans, and just like, I think just like some onion and cilantro, really. And then like, oh my god. I want it so badly. It's just so perfectly prepared. Hello, Steph. How is it going? Abe Sapien says, I'm so sad because I'm the only Mexican in my town now. I had to move, but at least I can cook. I'm so sorry. Oh god. I had to mute the stream for a minute to do some work and come back, and Dev is still talking about tacos. If you get me started on tacos, I will not stop. If you get me started talking about any kind of like anything in the realm of taco, burrito, quesadilla, what is the, oh god, what are they called? Birria tacos? Birria? Is it birria or Bavaria? Birria. Getting it confused with an Italian thing. Birria tacos. Yes, birria. Quesabirria, yeah. Holy god. Holy shit. Yeah, there's another, yeah, birria. Yeah, there's a, I'm confusing it with another restaurant that I like that has like a sauce called Bavaria or something. And that fucks with me every single time. There is a place down the street from me that does they call it a quesabirria pizza, kind of. And it's really just a massive, like 14-inch pizza sized birria quesadilla that is so ridiculously overloaded with filling. It says it claims to be for two. I had one slice, and again, I eat a lot. I can put it down, y'all. Two slices killed me. Like one slice got me thoroughly satiated, and I was like, surely I can eat more than that. And I had a second slice, and it brought me into the danger zone. Let me pull it up. Let me see if I can find a picture of it without like doxing myself. Gotta like, let's see. They've got to have a picture. It's like their signature menu. Oh, come on. Come on now. It's like everywhere else. Let's see. Surely it'll be on like their Yelp page. Please hold. Don't touch that dial. I'm doing this for you. It's important. Come on, where are like the user photos? Come on now. Come on now. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, that's a small one. That's a small. Where's the big boy? Where's the big boy? Someone posted a picture of the small one. But I want the full size. Okay. Found one. Found one. Got it. Perfect. Okay. Saving. This image is called o.jpg according to Yelp. Here we go. Putting it on stream momentarily. Add image to stream. Browse. Downloads. o.jpg. That is what it looks like. And let me add it to the TikTok. So there you go, TikTok. That is the monstrosity, the absolute unit. All of that in there is just mounds of cheese and shredded meat. Oh my god. It is so good. Oh my god. Okay. Let's just get rid of that before I make mistakes. There's a non-zero chance I'm going to be getting that for dinner now. Steph asks over on TikTok, what's up with the Discord account? It's so full. Not sure if I know what you mean. My Discord server? There's like 1,500 people or so in there, I think. And they're all the single greatest people ever. Every single person on my Discord server is the greatest person. This is understood. Do you have to use separate software for Twitch and TikTok? I do, and it's deeply annoying. I've streamlined it as best I can. Flint, you can stop holding. You're good to stop holding. I've streamlined it as best I can. However, TikTok, in their infinite wisdom, actively stopped handing out stream keys to use with OBS, which is what everybody else uses just to stream. Well, not everybody. OBS is a general purpose streaming software. That's what I use for streaming to Twitch. TikTok used to give out stream keys to stream from OBS. They don't do that anymore because they want you to use their specific thing called TikTok Live Studio, which is not very good. It is very obnoxious. It is very invasive. It requires to be run as administrator, which is really creepy, especially given TikTok's history with data. It forces you to run it with administrator privileges on your computer, which I don't like. And every time I open it, it adjusts my microphone volume to 100%, which is not what I want it to do. I don't know why it does that. And it's just like a shitty streaming app. So instead, what I do is I have a plugin for OBS that lets me render a vertical version of my screen. And then I export that as a fake webcam feed over to the TikTok studio and import that as a webcam. So TikTok just thinks I'm streaming my webcam. So you mentioned lengua. Have you had Jewish style tongue from a deli? I haven't had Jewish style tongue from a deli. I have not. I love Jewish delis. I come from a long line of Jews, and I have a deep appreciation for like solid Jewish deli meats and bagels with lox and oh my god, Jewish food also very, very, very good. Out of control. Jews know how to party. I say that as a person whose family is Jewish. I don't identify as a religious person, but I participate with my family in religious traditions, primarily because Jewish religious holiday traditions tend to be party hard, drink hella wine. So if anyone ever invites you to Passover, if they're like a chill family, like sometimes if you go with like a super observant family, it might be a bit of an endeavor, but families like mine, done in half an hour, and we're here for the wine, and we're just eating a ton of food, and it's literally a 4-drink, like in the scripture, it's a 4-drink minimum. So go off. Bagels with lox, so crazy good. Bagels with lox are so good. Freaking capers too. Throw some capers on there. Y'all know what capers are? Does anyone here know what a caper actually is? Because I learned this once, and I was mind blown. First of all, do people know what capers are? Like, have you eaten them? And second, do you know what they actually are? I'm gonna pull up capers food. So this is what capers look like. These are capers, right? Capers are like the leaf of an onion plant. Yes, they are. Or I'm not sure if they're an onion plant. They are buds. They are plant buds, like flower buds, that are then like pickled essentially. So they come from a prickly bush called Capparis spinosa that grows wild across the Mediterranean and parts of Asia. They are unripened green flower buds of the plant. Once they're picked, the immature buds are dried and preserved. They are cured in salt or pickled in brine, which is what gives them their trademark savory, briny flavor profile. I was not expecting that. Like, I always thought that they were like a fruit of some kind. Tastes amazing deep fried. I've never considered that. Ooh, I've never considered deep fried capers before. Bagels, I love bagels. I love bagels. There was a very unhealthy period of time in my life. It was good for my soul, bad for every other part of my body, where pretty much every single morning I made either a sausage or bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich on an everything bagel. Delicious. And I'll tell you what, I can cook a mean breakfast. Just generally, I can cook a fucking great breakfast. But eating a bacon, egg, and cheese every single morning on a bagel, it's not great for the old heart. Dinah says this is just a food opinion stream now. Well, I'm a broken man. I was gonna play Palia. I guess I can play some Palia. Like, I think I'm mostly hungry is the problem. You say that like it's a bad thing. We grew up in an Irish-Italian home, so many loud meals filled with love and loud non-arguments. An empty plate is a compliment. Seconds is a must. Hell yeah. That sounds so wonderful. Like, we're here for non-intense arguments, just dumb discussions. Also, we're also here for Flynn, who is currently being a licking boy. Just kind of like sniffing his leg there. Or he was licking his leg, now he stopped. Hey, Flynn. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Everybody wants to say hi. Oh, Yanni boy. Yanni boy. Pet the dang dog. Okay. Okay. I can pet the dang dog. Hey, Flynn. Come here, bud. Hey, Flynn. Oh, come on. Come over here. Come over here. He is not interested in moving. Flynn, the people on TikTok can't see you. Okay, fine. Fine. We'll figure out how to make this work, okay? Now I gotta adjust the camera. What if I put it like here? Does the dog show up? No, Flynn. Okay, okay. New strategy. New stratagem. Oh my gosh, you're so far down here now. Okay. Okay, that works. That works. Okay, okay. Oh. How's it going? How's it going? Oh, this is why he doesn't want to move. It's because he's right in front of this box fan. He's enjoying the breeze. That's what he's doing. That's why he's like, nah, I'm not moving from this spot. You can come to me. You can change your entire stream setup for me. I will not move. For I am cozy. For I am a wind god. I control the winds with my doggy essence. to like put my camera back up. Hi, how's it going? We're down here right now. Y'all doing good in the down here place? Yeah? Okay. Let's get you back up top. Let's get you back up on top. Sorry about the feet. Y'all have no idea how much I like don't think about feet. I straight up don't think about it, and I've had to force myself to remember that on the internet, the second that even the remotest semblance of foot is displayed, that is the only thing people will talk about. And I've lost so much footage to accidental feet. And we're getting back into the season where like wearing socks all the time makes more sense, but it's been like today it's been too warm and I just cannot do it. So soon enough you'll get more full body Endeavorance experiences. That was a weird sequence of words, but I don't regret it. I held back, but you had I didn't have them out for so long. I was petting my dog, and in doing so needed to sit, and there was a camera pointed at me. I did not put them out. They are simply attached to my body. Is this what women deal with boobs? Like, is this what it's like? Is that... like it's the kind of thing where it's like, I'm not dressing provocatively. I just exist as a woman, and therefore you are sexualizing me. Only in this case, instead of tickle bitties, it's the hounds. It's some grippers. So but maybe don't compare feet and women. I'm not comparing feet to women. I'm comparing the experience of objectification by way of simply existing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I truly don't care. It's just the only thing that gets to me is the fact that like I've made videos in the past where like I'm trying to drive home a point, and I'm putting in so much effort into making a point and making a video and editing it and producing it. And then every fucking comment on the video is for free, and it's like, okay, I'm sorry. There was a single frame in which a foot was visible. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, as a dude, and as like a particularly like boring looking dude, I've lived my whole life without really being objectified ever. And so it's just very novel to me still. 'Cause like was just never a thing. Has never been a thing in my life. Mm. Well, this song, I think, is just hype enough to get me to want to launch Palia. So I think I'm going to launch Palia and play some Palia. And I'm going to do this so casually that I'm not even going to change my TikTok stream over to gaming, because I'm still just going to kind of chill and talk while playing. But now it's going to be like the same stream we've been having, but we're going to have, instead of Subway Surfers, me collecting resources in Palia, so that I can build more stuff. Cover up your beard. Secondary sex characteristics are not allowed. I'm sorry. Oh no, I forgot there's an update. Gotta update first. It's gonna take a while. So we're still chilling. We're still chilling. We're not playing quite yet. What is Palia? Palia is a MMO cozy game that's currently in beta. It's the like culmination of all things cozy game mashed up with like a pretty lightweight MMO, and like with way more customization than you expect, which is pretty sick. It's extremely, extremely, extremely good, and I am so ridiculously excited to be playing it. It's, I will say this just gets under my skin, and so I just want to make sure that all of you are warriors on the side of the light. There is like a weird campaign against Palia right now, where the structure that they have set up is it's a free game with a paid premium store, right? The same thing that a lot of other free-to-play games do. In Palia, the paid store exclusively holds like super done-up cosmetic outfits. There are a bunch of like non-paid outfits, but there's like, if you want to get like the really fancy outfits, you pay them money. The game is literally free otherwise. There is zero content locked behind a paywall. This structure, while I understand that people want to be able to like pay for a game and have the whole game or whatever, this structure allows the developers to make the game accessible to so many more people who wouldn't otherwise be able to play at all, and also removes the cap as to how much money a dedicated player can give. And so like they're collecting money from whales, right? The concept of a person who just like keeps buying stuff from the game. But like you don't need to buy a single thing. You can let somebody else who has a ton of disposable income spend hundreds or thousands of dollars in the game if they want to help support the developers. And so like I've bought a single outfit. It was like 10, it was the equivalent of I think about $10. But like I'm getting so much enjoyment out of this game already, I would happily pay a full $60 for it. So like the fact that there is a store does not inherently make it a bad game. It does not inherently make it so that they're being greedy. It's just a pricing model. I would happily pay $60 and get $60 worth of like in-game coins or whatever, and just call that my purchase of the game. It's literally no different. And the other side of it is people are mad that it doesn't have a whole lot of end game content. It's literally in beta. So it's in beta. It's in open beta. Anybody can sign up and download it right now and play. It's in open beta. It's free. And the only thing that they lock behind behind real world payments is fancy outfits. And for whatever reason, capital G gamers are still mad. They're mad about the existence of the paid store. They're mad about the lack of end game content in a beta game. But really, my suspicion is that they're mad that it has their idea of politics in it. It's got like relatively progressive themes. There's a character who's like a buff femme blacksmith. And I think these things trigger a lot of capital G gamers, and they don't want to say that it's because there's a buff female blacksmith in the game. But so instead they find something else to yell about, and they yell about dumb shit like, oh, there's a store. And they just like make up lies about the development of the game. They're like, oh, they're not adding any new content. They're only adding paid stuff, which is like flatly, provably untrue. Anyway, it's pretty dope, and I'm gonna play it now. I'm gonna start more music too. Grumpy gamers. Yeah, I just don't understand why like people are angrily mad or like actively angry about a game that's just like not for them. So just like, I don't know. I've posted a couple of things about Palia on my TikTok and have gotten people being like, don't get Palia because these reasons. And it's like, the reasons that you said make no goddamn sense. Like, don't go play this game that looks appealing to you because I don't like their monetization system. What? Hold on. I'm putting in my password. Hello, Wordle Turtle 1. Welcome to chat. Thank you for being here. I'm going to change my Twitch to say that I'm playing Palia. But I'm going to leave TikTok just kind of going. It's so simple just to not play a game you don't like. No, you can't do that. Can't be doing that. You have to be mad, and you have to be loudly mad on the internet if you're a gamer, especially. You have to be mad, and everyone needs to suffer because you are angry. Hydrate, I can do that, World Turtle. Let's play. Got my pirate outfit, I got my beanie on. We good, we good. But yeah, people are just weirdly mad and can't handle the idea of just things existing that are not catered for them. Not even catered for them. They just can't handle new ideas and like playing a thing that has a different concept. Like they just want to play a game in which like scantily clad women are falling all over each other to have a sex scene with the main character. And like there are a lot of those games out there. There can also be games that aren't like that. Calm down. Anyway, this is my plot. It is very small currently. It is it's very simple. My pet is called a Palia. It's a Palia, so that's good. Is the game super laggy for you guys in stream? I don't know why. I keep seeing like it looks like it's super laggy. It doesn't look laggy on my end, but if anybody can confirm if it's smooth or choppy, I would appreciate it. Seems all right, not laggy here. Okay. Yeah, my local preview looks good, but my preview from Twitch looks bad. I don't know. Sorry, what game? This is called Palia. It is a MMO cozy game. And it's very good in my opinion. Let's water stuff. Do you have a Palia referral code at all? I have one. It is useless at this point. I've already met all of the requirements. You don't need a referral code to get into the beta. The beta is open, so you can just go to palia.com, sign up and play. Referral codes in this game get you in-game rewards, and because all of y'all are so amazing, we've already hit all the rewards available for me, so thank you. Often the outrage is fully made up. Yeah, I mean, it's like the same thing with people made a big stink about like gamers being mad about they them pronouns in Starfield being a thing, or like a pronoun chooser in Starfield. That shit's a psyop, y'all. Like there was that one guy who like did that really famous, that now infamous clip of him freaking out about it. That was entirely for views. That was rage bait, and it worked. And like maybe like 0.5% of gamers were actually mad about it, but I refuse to believe that there was a sizable enough portion of Starfield players that were actually that outraged by pronouns that they were like not going to play it or protest it or make a big stink. And I think it was instead mostly people just thinking that was the case and amplifying the ones who were saying that. What game is this? This game is called Palia. In fact, I'm going to put a thing on the stream so that people don't have to ask necessarily. Text new game Palia. Okay. Make larger, please. Oh, that's very large. There we go. Put it like there. Okay. There we go. Because I know it's a game that not most people will recognize. So that way, people can know. I love that clip about I can pick pronouns, but I can't pick brown hair. Wait, you can't choose your hair color? That's a little strange. My house is cute, by the way. It's very adorbs. I've got a couch. I'm gonna cook. I can cook. Make hearty vegetable soup. Hell yeah. All right, get that going. Let's prep some chopped mushrooms. Here we go. We win these. Ready? Chop. I'm amazing. Add ingredient. Okay, now we gotta stir. Here we go, boys. Hardcore gaming. Yes. God, we did it. God, we love cooking. We're gonna cook some more actually, because I need to get my cooking experience like way up. Chopping mushrooms. Here we go. Chop, 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 chop. Damn. See, even when I'm playing video games, it's like I'm still thinking about food. It's honestly a problem. I uninstalled Starfield because it ran like garbage on my PC. I have Starfield purchased and installed on my computer. On this computer. I have just not launched it. Because I haven't gotten the, like, the actual urge to play it. I'm sure it's good. I just... It seems fine, and I have so many other games I want to play right now. Did you try the Dreamlight Valley game or Drake Hollow? I'm not familiar with those. I was given a good recommendation if somebody wants another game that's a good like Stardew like Graveyard Keeper. It's very good. It's morbid. It's like funny. It's very goofy. But it's a very good like Stardew like single player game. Hey yo, what? Wait. Look who just subscribed. Mayita42 with the sub. Thank you so much. Let me get you on the board. Hype. Let's get you on the board. Mayita42. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I played Graveyard Keeper. It's an amazing game. Yeah, I watched most of it while somebody else was playing. It's definitely like it's got all the things you're looking for. It's just like a little unpolished. Not in any like kind of bad way. It's just like you kind of get used to it. And it's very silly. It doesn't take itself too seriously because you are literally tending to a graveyard. Like you're like burying corpses and shit. Mundane Jin, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. Okay, I need to go hunting for flowstones. That's what we're gonna do right now, because that's just gonna be a matter of like walking around, collecting things while talking to all of you. So that'll be good. When you unlock zombies, life gets way easier. Yeah, you get like, you can, instead of like hiring like workers, you get zombies and you have them automate tasks for you, which is kind of hilarious, but it's zombies. But that was a game recommendation from the incredible Bronny B. She is a pretty awesome content creator on TikTok who makes both spicy content, but also she lives on a boat and sails full-time, and is a very cool person. So go check her out. Using zombies as employees sounds like being a manager at a call center and managing abused employees. Oh no! That's so sad and accurate. I definitely feel like a zombie worker sometimes. Well, not anymore now that I'm not working in an office. Y'all, can we talk about how like working in an office is the most like soul-crushing thing imaginable? And sorry if you're watching this while you're in an office, but I feel your pain. Because my goodness, it doesn't relent. It's just continual shitty. On repeat forever, basically. I'm not doing a good job of helping people escape right now. I know that you're supposed to like watch streams for escapism and whatnot. But I'm currently just having like an existential crisis. We did recently talk about how my streams are either discussing food or having an existential crisis. We're veering dangerously towards existential crisis right now. Literally had a CX wish cancer on me. and ended up in chemo 1 to 2 years later. Run while you can. Oh my gosh. Diana says, my company is slowly converting into office work again. People within a certain radius have to go in a certain number of days a week, and that's going rather fast. If it ever reaches me, it'll be my trigger to go quit and be a full-time creator. Well, damn. That actually sucks. And return to office efforts are... I could do an entire rant about that too, but frankly, I would not stop. Return to office work is just fucking stupid, and everyone involved knows that it's fucking stupid, and that's the worst part. And like everyone knows that it's just because like managers can't reach climax unless they see all their little worker bees in person doing work, and otherwise like they all have investments on offices that are just languishing, and they don't want to let that go to waste. And so like nobody wants to be here, but we're dealing with it anyway. There's a story I'm going to cover in tomorrow's episode of Stuff Keeps Happening. You're getting a preview here, where Meta, you know, the parent company the parent company of Instagram and Facebook, they're requiring return to office 3 days a week now. And it's going horrific. It's going so bad. Because they don't even have enough space for everybody. People are like, what the hell am I doing here? There's not even a good space for me anymore. There's no notion of privacy. I'm not getting anything fucking done. You're just making me come to the office because you want to exert control over my life. What the fuck is this? And so it's going really poorly. And they're being threatened that they're going to be fired if they don't do it. So it's just like, well, what the hell are we doing here? Why are we doing this? Didn't COVID show that working from home is better in literally every way? Well, yeah, but here's the thing. A little company called, or two couple companies called Bloomberg and I think Financial Times, Wall Street Journal. Bloomberg and Wall Street Journal have been working super overtime, publishing op-eds about how you should ignore all of the stats and data about working from home being a boon for the economy, and instead we need to have everybody go back to the office because you're not considering this one thing. And the one thing is usually some vague hand-wavy thing that no one actually gives a shit about, and in reality they're just trying to shill for the people who pay them a lot of money, which are the corporate CEOs who, again, can't reach climax. And they're just very starved for that sweet relief. And need you to come into the office so they can sit and watch you through a window. While they do no work and you're struggling to actually get work done. But they're like, isn't coming into the office great? We can all be a family together. And you're like, I'm trying to get my fucking work done. And they're like, nah, here's another meeting on your schedule. And also time for more one-on-ones. It's just, I'm gonna kill this thing now. I missed. Oh my god, I'm terrible. What? Get dead. Okay, there we go. Got it. I'm amazing. Remember that red flag? We're like a family here. God, so toxic. I got a flowstone near an exit and up high. I need near barrels, near water. Is it all in that one area? Okay. Near barrels, near water, near a ruin. Okay. This song kind of goes hard. What's for dinner? Let's move away from the existential crisis, baby. That is a very, very good call. What is for dinner? Unclear. We haven't figured that out yet. I mean, the answer is probably going to be tacos at this point. But it could also be chicken. Like, hella chicken. Like, ooh, Wingstop sounds pretty good. If I'm being my 100% honest self. Near barrels. Where are barrels? Find a thing near barrels. Might I suggest deli? I have a horrific lack of good delis near me. I have to go obnoxiously far to get to a good deli. And also, the good delis are usually closed by the time it's dinner time, which is like a crime. I've been looking Dobby as a mother says, I've been looking for work from home for years now and can't find anything that isn't a scam anymore. Yeah, I can't even imagine what that field must look like, what that space must look like. Oh, hey, near barrels at this point. When I was first looking, so I started working from home about a year before the pandemic hit. I was very lucky to land in an extremely good position at a reputable company that was doing like pretty cool work that I meshed really well with, and let me be full-time remote, which was rad. Like everything about it was pretty good until I got burnt the actual hell out. But while I was looking for remote jobs, like I was specifically trying to find a remote job, and I found a whole bunch of like remote job boards. It is just entirely bullshit. It is like entirely like, oh, it's just contract work. But the contract work is very piss poor pay, but the benefit is you get to work from home. So deal with it, idiot. And it's just like, this is just all sketchy. This is all very like mum on the details, and none of it felt good. Tired boy. Ooh, chest. I got a pirate treasure chest. But yeah, like there was one shop that wanted me to essentially take a like 80% pay cut to work for them. Just bad all around. Where? Work from home, but we won't pay you enough to work from home. Yeah. It's super real. But like then of course everybody who was working a normal job suddenly was able to work from home. That's the worst part, is that we all know, we've seen their ass. We all know that you don't need to have us at the office. We all know that there were massive like gains for many industries. You know, some industries you absolutely have to be in person, right? Like service industries, like air travel, stuff like that. Sure. For most business, like office work industries, there were huge gains while people were working from home. And they just, we all know that. And they're trying to convince us to ignore our lying eyes. And it's just so obnoxious. It's just so transparent. I told you I would keep ranting forever if I started talking about work from home and the dumb shit therein. What geographic region are you in? I am in generally the mid-Atlantic of the US. So East Coast time zone of the US. And the company I was working for remotely was based in California, which was kind of great because it meant that like all of my mornings were super quiet and I got to just do all my work in the morning, which is like typically when I'm most productive anyway. And then my afternoons were just, oh, hey, got it. Hell yeah. Okay, finally. Once I got all of my like work done, my afternoons were just like meeting, and then I would stop. Diana says, my company had a bunch of team meetings IRL and flew everyone out. There was lots of food, drinks, nights out, etc. provided. Afterwards, the CEO was like, look how much fun everyone had while they were in office. We should do that all the time. Yeah, that's not how it works, dog. That's an offsite. People aren't having fun because they're in the office. They're having fun because you're giving them free food and going out. That's not office. I need to head back. Where's the closest Staples? Okay. I'm gonna go see Mommy first, actually. I'm gonna go see what she's up to, because I haven't talked to Mommy recently. And if you haven't seen Spell Mommy yet, if you haven't had the pleasure of being on my stream when I'm talking to Spell Mommy, and if you are a person who is interested in the female form, the stereotypical femme-presenting form, brace yourself. Maybe like grab a cold drink of water first, and maybe like some kind of head towel for potential sweats, because we're gonna go see Spell Mommy, and she is a whole trip. Should I destroy my life playing this game? Yes, you should. This game is all I think about right now, frankly. It's like Palia and feed myself are like the only activating signals in my brain. All right, Spell Mommy. Where you at? Oh, where is my wife? Come here. Oh, she's inside cooking up a spell. Here we go. Hello, Tamala. Check out this just... Oh my goodness. This lady. She lives in a hut in the middle of nowhere. She's the furthest out NPC in this game. Middle of nowhere. Just doing witchy shit. Looking like this. Constantly flirting with you. What do you want this week? What can I get for you? Emerald Carpet Moss? Can I be a lamb and bring some back? Oh my goodness. I'll be your lamb. I'll be whatever you want me to be. Do I have some? Do I have some? No. I need to go get her some moss. The nice lady wants moss. I want to get moss for the nice lady for absolutely platonic purposes. Where can I find some moss? She is also one of the romance candidates, so... But I don't think I'm gonna romance her. Like, she's not... Like, I don't know if... I do want to romance her. I want to romance her for the witchy shit. Because, like, when you romance people, they give you presents. And I'm assuming she would give me, like, witchy shit. Which seems really good for my vibe. Einar? Well, don't worry. You can romance multiple... This game supports polyamory. So... If you romance one, you can still romance someone else. I think you can only romance up to 2 people at a time, though. And I think that there's dynamics between if you romance multiple people. I think there's dynamics between them. Not entirely certain. But yeah, I do need to locate some platonic moss. They did not make it so that you can romance the extremely ripped blacksmith woman, though, which is a fucking shame because, like, everything about her is rad. And, like, if I can't romance her, I want to at least be best friends of all time. Because she's just, like, this hella ripped, just absolutely fucking shredded blacksmith lady who previously was, like, a monster hunter. And she just kicks absolute ass. I'll go show her next. Can you go bowling with her? That's a good question. I would go bowling with her. All right, check the stables. Go home. I might actually have moss at home. Let's find out. I need to kill some time anyway because I need to wait until in-game nighttime comes around to turn in the quest that I'm on. So let's see here. Do we have moss? Oh, wait, but what did she want? She wanted emerald carpet moss, I think, specifically. Let's double check, though. People... Tamala. Emerald carpet moss. Okay, I've got it. I've got it. Just got home from my last day at my job. I start my new one tomorrow. Hell yeah. And hello, Milo. Okay, I've got moss. That's good. I'm gonna deposit the rest of my stuff. And then we're gonna go bring the moss back to mommy. And then maybe it'll be like nighttime by then. Put this chest with my stack of chests. That's misaligned. That's gonna bug me. Okay. Water my crops while I'm here. My watering can is empty. Oh no. Is that moss platonic though? It is for now. It's platonic until I can get a decent read that she is reciprocating some feelings. Because I'm not about to push, you know, if it's only a one-way thing, if I'm feeling it and the lightning is not striking on her end, that's not her problem to deal with. That's my problem to deal with. And so I'm not going to force it on her, you know? I am going to give her some moss, but I'm not going to expect anything in return. We are purely just friends, and I am at this moment appreciating her witchiness and whatnot. Do I have seeds? I do. That is legit good life advice, by the way. If you are a person who's navigating, like, romance, it is not the other person's problem if they don't. It's not their fault. It is not their problem to deal with if they're not reciprocating feelings. Don't make it their problem. That's not fair. Like, it's not on them, and it's not even a failing on your part. Like, not having feelings reciprocated is not a failing. It is just reality. Like, respect people when they say stuff like that, and don't but what about blah? Don't come up with hypotheticals about how they may or may not like you. It's not a thing that they have control over. And it's not a thing that you can force to happen. And the second that you're trying to force that to happen, you're starting off on, like, among the most toxic grounds you can have in a relationship. So, like, start by, instead of, like, trying to get feelings reciprocated, start by, like, I don't know, establishing respect and see where things go from there. And plus, there are some people who just don't feel romantic feelings until, like, more significant conditions are met. So if you're a person who, like, falls in love at the drop of a hat, that's fine. But if you're falling in love at the drop of a hat with somebody who's, like, demisexual or something, or like demi-romantic or whatever that's called, I don't remember what the term is. It demi-romantic, where, like, you don't feel a romantic connection until you have, like, an emotional connection? Is that demi-romantic? Regardless of the name, some people just work differently, and that's okay. And, like, if you care about them, then, like, help, you know, not help, but, like, respect what their needs are. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about that. My head has been quite a bit in the space of, like, I've been talking to a couple of other creators about just, like, some of the weird shit that they've dealt with of, like, people far overestimating, I guess, like, parasocial stuff, and, like, far overestimating what relationships are. And so my mind is just generally in the space of, like, showing people respect in interactions. And yeah, 15-year-old me feels very called out. Yeah, same. Like, young me, like where am I going? I need to go to the outskirts. Young me, which is, I guess, my rapper name, definitely didn't understand the difference between infatuation and, like, romantic interest. Like, I was not able to separate feelings of, like, lust from feelings of romantic interest. And it took me way too long to get there. And, like, it's not great. That leads to some really toxic misinterpretations of, like, how interactions with other humans are supposed to go. And it wasn't really until I learned that, like, it's okay to, 1, be friends with someone, 2, be friends with someone that you find attractive, and 3, be friends with someone that you find attractive and be okay with the fact that you find them attractive and you're just friends with them. Like, you can be attracted to people and not make it weird. Like, it's totally okay. You can be attracted to someone and have a completely platonic relationship. You can be attracted to somebody and tell them about it, and maybe they are too, and your relationship is a little different. Or you don't have to bring it up. You don't need to tell them. You can just be, like, appreciative of them. And it's fine. It's okay. You don't have to act on it. It took me way too long to realize that. Here's Moss. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make here is this woman is hot and I'm going to make it her problem. Yay, Moss. She has my undying gratitude. She just blew me a kiss. All right, but see right there, right? See right there. See, now I've got mixed signals. Hey yo, like, what was that? I'm gonna spend the rest of, like, the week, probably the business year, over analyzing that blown kiss. Diana says, I've had to hide my relationship status in the past because 10,000% treat you differently as a female creator in this space if they don't view you as a romantic prospect. It's not always intentional, but keeping my relationship status secret gives me more opportunities, objectively. I honestly resonate with that, frankly. Like, I don't talk much about my partner, and a lot of that has to do with privacy. Like, the vast majority of it is privacy. But it's also, like... I mean, I don't know exactly where it comes from, but some of it comes from a perspective of, like, not wanting to, like, make people sad by, like, constantly talking about, like, my partner, and I don't know. I have a lifelong, hopefully, partner, and love her very much. And I just don't tend to talk about her because she's not a part of my content creation stuff, and I want to keep her private. Her life is not public and whatnot, and so, like, primarily that's why I don't talk about it. But it certainly has led to most people thinking that I'm single, to the point where I not infrequently get, like, hit on, and people asking me, like, how are you single? And it's like, well, I'm not, but go off. And to be clear, like, I don't really mind being hit on. Like, I don't mind getting compliments. Like, again, it was a thing that never happened to me. I've never been hit on in my fucking life. Like, it's just not a thing. So I don't really know how to navigate it. But at the same time, like, I try to not overly engage on that side of things. I will flirt. I've always been a generally flirty person. Anybody who's watched my stream for any amount of time will know that I just slip in innuendo and dumb shit like that. But, like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. Flirting is generally harmless as long as everybody involved understands that it's harmless. But yeah, like, I certainly don't want people to, like... It's a weird line to walk, right? Because on one hand, just like Diana said, there is a non-zero group of people that I'm pretty sure are watching my content because of that fantasy. And I don't know how to navigate that. I'm not equipped to navigate that psychology. And a part of me is like, be careful. If you break their hearts, you'll establish people who are either resentful of you or you'll lose some of your following. There's a voice in the back of my head that's constantly saying, like, if people don't think that you're available, you won't have a following. Which, again, is also weird because at the same time, there's another voice being like, people aren't, like, you're an unattractive human being. So I don't know how to level those things out. Why is this taking so long to get to nighttime? And it's just, yeah, it's just strange. It's just strange. It's an unfortunately large impact. I used to lose followers every time I posted guys I was dating on Instagram. Interesting to see how it affects men too. Yeah. I mean, again, I never looked like, so first of all, okay. I apologize if I continuously keep saying, like, I'm not attractive. I'm not used to being hit on. That never happened for me. I'm genuinely not used to it. I've never seen myself as attractive. And this is not me asking for you to say otherwise. Like, that's not what I'm not begging for that. I'm saying in the past handful of years alone, I've lost a ton of weight. I started shaving my head, which I frankly think I look really good with a shaved head. I think I look better than I did with at least how I was before I shaved my head with hair. And I got LASIK, so I'm no longer wearing glasses. And so, like, before I started doing content, I looked like a completely different person. I was 70 pounds heavier, wearing glasses, and had thinning hair. And I also was kind of shittier, but, like, because of that, like, I was very much, you know, not a sought-after person. And men also just never get enough compliments in the first place. Like, it's really, really sad. And so it's all very new to me. I've never had attention before, especially not attention in the space of like people telling me that I'm cute or whatever. And so I just don't know what to do about it. I've been taking it as compliments, and I appreciate it because it's like, oh, hey, that scratches an itch that I've never felt scratched before. But it's still also just like I've never, you know, growing up, never had to navigate like that. There was never people who were like expressing interest in me. I mean, there were occasionally. I had relationships growing up, but I was mostly oblivious. But it was very rare that I'd have somebody express unsolicited interest in me. And so I just am so confused by it. I would love to see what you looked like with hair. It's not good. Because when I had hair, there was not a very long overlap of me having hair and... There was not a long overlap of me having hair and having a beard. And so most pictures of me without hair are also me without a beard. So... I don't love that. Hello, Haven Ruby. Hello. Shade Brigade says, howdy, just showed up. Also, parasocial relationships in general. CC, I mod... content creator I mod for has had some people recently showing signs of unhealthy attached behavior. Yeah, absolutely. Flame Master says, I am absolutely unable to handle compliments on my appearance. It's like, thanks, but I don't believe you. Yeah. I feel that. I think that's also partially why I put on so thick the, what am I doing? I need to go to this way. I put on the, like, bumbling persona quite a lot. As a defense mechanism from getting too I don't even know what the term would be. But I try to use it as a way to like dumb myself down a fair bit. And it's, I mean, it's an amplified version of my own personality, but I mean, everybody puts on a character on screen. Oh, Vibe Cube. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I missed the Vibe Cube redemption. Blue, Daba D, etc. Okay, this song. Stop it. Stop it. How are you doing? You can just call me Ruby. Well, hello, Ruby. I'm doing pretty well. I'm a bit hungry, but I'm having a good day. Having a good day. Pretty chilling. But yeah, anyway, all of this stuff is on my mind right now, purely just because I've been having a lot of conversations about like parasocial relationships that escalate way too far with some other people, and just some of the stuff they've gone through, the stalking, the lengths that people have gone through to like show up at their house. Horrifying. I need stone. I found stone. Is there... Actually, I want clay and lotuses. Just like says, I'm not a huge content creator yet, but I know what you mean. I've seen others go through it. Not something I look forward to. Yeah, I was going to open a PO box, and I've already canceled it. I'm going to figure out a different way for people to send me stuff. Purely because I was told some horrifying stories of things that actually happened. Even when you're trying to if you're trying to keep your address anonymous by using a PO box, apparently it's not unheard of for people to literally camp out at post offices if they know what post office your PO box is at, and accost you when you go to collect your mail. Not to mention that having a PO box, I registered a PO box that I think was a little too close. It was within a couple miles of my house, and so if I'm going to be giving out a public PO box, I don't want to be like, "Hi, here's my general location. If you want to try to find where I live, look through all of the house listings and see if you can identify anything." Like, I don't need to be doing that. So, MCAP638 says, is this game like Portia? Yeah, it is kind of like it, but I think it's better, in my opinion, having played both. Not that the other one's bad, but I think this one is more promising. I like the general gameplay loop, and this is still in beta, and the quality of like the animations and everything is just so good. The NPCs are so well animated and have such good personality. That's absolutely insane. That's why I'm making a VTuber skin. Yeah, I understand that, like, there's a lot of dangers that come with, like, using your fleshy body to make content, but the problem is that I'm very comfortable presenting on camera and would probably be more anxious about using a, like a VTuber model, because I'd be more anxious about the model looking good than I would about myself looking like however I look like. Have you played games like Factorio or Satisfactory? I have seen them and want to play more of them. Have not played them. It seems like there's another big one coming out soon though. Like there was just an announcement that I forget who. Oh, Paradox, I think, is gonna make like a massive endless factory game. So see how there's a bunch of people standing around here? That is because we're all waiting for the same frickin' NPC who shows up here at 9 p.m. in game time. But hey, should I buy an outhouse? Hey, yo, can I afford the outhouse? Oh, do I buy an outhouse? Everyone? Yes? Do I buy an outhouse? I think I buy an outhouse. Yes? Buying an outhouse. Got it. Gib outhouse. I can finally take a dump. That is all I could have ever asked for. The arcade looks fun. Yeah, it's an arcade game. Here, let's play. And you can actually get an arcade machine in your house. But yeah, it's a whole ass playable arcade game. I don't know how to play it. Okay, so that was wrong. I didn't do it right. Let's try again. Okay, I did very bad. How do I win? Let's see. Oh, that's jump. And that's shoot. Okay. And that's slide. Oh, okay. It's an infinite runner. Got it. We got this. Let's try again. I put in a coin. Let's do it. Oh, there's meat. Give me your meat. Okay, let's go. Let's fucking go, boys. We got this. We win these. Give me your meat. Yes. Give me your meat. Oh, I'm winning so many points. No, I died. I'm terrible. Hold on. No, we can do better than that. We're gonna get so many points. Pew! Get dead, idiot. God damn. I love video games. All right, jump over the box. No, if you touch the box at all, I can't. Oh my God. Okay, but I made it onto the high scores. What do I do with shiny pebbles? Just collect them for now. There's a NPC that wants a full set of shiny pebbles. So just hold on to them for now. Okay. Death box. Pew. Pew. No! Their bullets move so fast. Is it 9 yet? It is not. I'm just gonna keep playing this until the guy shows up. I saw someone say that collecting rocks is the gateway drug to collecting dice, and I hard agree. I mean, dice are just clacky rocks. They're clacky number rocks. It's like good shit. I need new dice. Maybe I'll do a dice shopping stream at some point. Maybe I'll do that at the beginning of Wednesday's stream. Because I also wasn't a rock collector, I will say. I did that show off already, of showing off my rock collection. Woo! I am amazing! I have a site rec for you for dice stuff. Put it in the upstream channel in my Discord. And I will take a look at it next time. Yeah, as a reminder, anybody who's hanging out, if you want to share links... Oh, no! If you want to share links with me to take a look at on stream, share them in the upstream channel in my Discord. Preferably things of, like, substance. I appreciate some of the stuff that's been posted there, but, like, totally out of context videos that are very loud are not the kind of things that I want to present. but like interesting websites and stuff like cool dice websites and whatnot, hell yeah. Or articles or whatever, anything interesting that I can talk about or buy from. I'm gonna sit with this guy. We chilling. Does someone have a cup of tea? Ooh, damn. Got meat. Is meat good enough? Is that okay? Meat is like tea from a corpse. Baldur's Gate 3 got a patch in case anybody has mods to update. Good call, good call. Did you see that McCarthy just got voted out as speaker? Oh, it happened? That's actually hilarious. What a good end. McCarthy ousted as House Speaker in dramatic vote as Democrats join with GOP critics to topple him. Speaker Kevin McCarthy was voted out of the job Tuesday in an extraordinary showdown, a first in U.S. history, the 216 to 210 vote, forced by a contingent of hard-right conservatives, throw the House and its Republican leadership into chaos. McCarthy's chief rival, Matt Gaetz, brought forth the motion to vacate. Next steps are uncertain, but there is no obvious successor to lead the House Republican majority. That's actually hysterical. I mean, unfortunately, there's no real next step that will have a Democrat win, unless a bunch of moderate Republicans, if you can call them that, will side with Democrats to put Democrats into power in the House, which would destroy any Republican who would vote to put a Democrat into House in the power is not getting reelected. But if there are at least a few who are willing to do so, like the Democrats only need like 4 or 6 votes, and there are like a couple hundred that they can get from. So if they can just get a few of the Republicans to endorse Democrats, like that might be possible. That said, I do not think it's likely. I do not think it's likely. But that is actually hysterical. That is historic. Oh, here he comes. He's strutting. What's up, Zeki?
Anytime with Zeki is party time.
What is up? Flowstone delivery for you. Cool. Give me the key now. Chat. Do I get your key? Can I get your key, please?
Working hard or hardly working?
Okay, there we go. We're literally here. I'm literally already talking to you in the place that you told me to. I found the underground. Yeah, I'm talking to you in the underground. Okay. Okay, thank you for the key. Thank you. I've been waiting to get his freaking key. So every NPC has like a secret locked area, and his is here. And now I can just fast travel between the underground area and the main town. You said chat, and I audibly went, Anyway, that's pretty wild. Gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. Do you get keys by leveling up your relationship with them? I think so. I'm pretty sure. Like if you want to like go in their bedroom and whatnot, I think you have to like get to at least level 3 friendship with them. But there's also some places that are just like, it's not necessarily a bedroom, but it's just still locked until you get higher levels with them. But yeah, there's a secret bookshelf here that if you have the key, you can go through this bookshelf into the secret underground area. You sounded like the Drifter? Could be. That guy does a lot of voices. Can I afford the next backpack. I cannot afford the next backpack, but I do want to buy seeds. I'm going to be an onion lord. Okay. I'm going to be an onion lord. I'm going to plant all these onions. Root of Nightmares is farmable this week for the first time ever. Oh, that's sick. I have not been playing much Destiny. I've been playing much more Palia recently, honestly. I do want to play more Destiny, but goddamn. Palia has its claws in me right now. All right. Let's become onion lords. Do y'all want to be onion lords with me? The Onion Empire? Oh, literally while we were live, the next episode of Minecraft Sisyphus Edition went up. So go watch that when you're done watching this, by the way. Because it's a good one, I think. You can find that on my gaming YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Endeavorance Games. Here, I'll put it into YouTube. There you go. Enric the Man says, I really want a Cherry Pirate t-shirt. Okay, good. That's why I want people to watch it, to let me know if you want Cherry Pirate t-shirts. Join my crew. I'm debating between Lies of P and Starfield as my next game. I know a lot of people like Starfield. I haven't played it. It looks like a pretty solid Bethesda game that doesn't have as much depth as I probably would have preferred. But that doesn't mean it's bad. I'm just saying it's I have seen largely that it is a fun game, but kind of misses the mark on like political intrigue. And the review that I saw was essentially like they didn't go anywhere near as hard as they could have gone in making the factions feel like distinct and interesting. And everything was just kind of hand wavy. That said, I have also heard it's a very good, like unanimously I've heard it's a very good game. Like despite its flaws, it's still a very good game. Harvest. My crops are coming in. We love crops. But yeah, definitely not trying to hate on Starfield. I'm not trying to come across like I'm hating on Starfield. I'm just repeating the mixed but generally quite positive reviews that I have heard. My main thing, and the main thing I keep coming back to, is like this year has had so many 10 out of 10 games, like inarguably like milestone, like people will be talking about them for years to come kind of games. And Starfield in comparison doesn't seem to be on the same level as your Baldur's Gate 3s and Tears of the Kingdoms and whatnot. That is one sturdy hoe. It's not the sturdiest hoe, but I could use a sturdy hoe. It's the first level of sturdier hoe. So it's like there are some games that have come out this year that are like must play, like immediately hit the top of people's 100 games you must play before you die lists. And I'm not sure that Starfield fits in that category, Not to say that it's not a great game, but also there's so many good games to play. I haven't even gotten any. I'm still in Act 1 of Baldur's Gate 3. I have barely touched Tears of the Kingdom. I didn't finish the Resident Evil 4 remake, which was incredible. I haven't finished Final Fantasy 16, which was super, super, super fun. Like just so many good games came out this year. It's out of control. It just kept coming. Like Lightfall came out, which was like but like I enjoyed a lot of that stuff. Hades 2 is coming out either late this year or early next year. It's a lot. There's so many games. I keep meaning to play Hades on stream too, and I keep not doing that. Every gamer this year can't keep up, and all the games require hundreds of hours just to complete. Yeah, exactly. Like Baldur's Gate. Here's my issue with Baldur's Gate. It's so fucking good, and it's so intimidating, and I really want to play more. It's just so. It's so much. It's so much, and I just have like decision paralysis. To the point that like I keep wanting to play it, but then I go to turn the game on and I'm like, I just can't do it right now. I think I like, need to play that game on my ADHD medication. Like, I don't think I can play that game off of my meds. It's just like an uncomfortable experience otherwise. But it's like incredible. It's so good. Like, I want to play it. Oh, I need to place my outhouse. And then after I place my shitter, I'm probably gonna be closing up shop here soon. To go figure out some din. We'll put this, I want to put it sort of in the corner. So let's chop this stuff down first. Get rid of this brush. Have you played Subnautica? I've gotten many requests or suggestions to play Subnautica. I have not played it. I hear it's very good though. They kept coming like stuff keeps happening. Games keep happening. I really want to do more. I should just do this. I really want to do more gaming and science news in Stuff Keeps Happening, just sort of in general, because that was a thing that I tried to feature heavily earlier on, and I tried to still include some gaming and science stuff here and there, but it's just been so many, just like so much stuff keeps happening, and I want to talk about fun stuff. Games keep happening. New segment, perhaps. Another content creator. I wouldn't want to crib off another content creator who said that he didn't want, or that he didn't want to crib off of me. Another content creator that I know was like, hey, I'm making a series that's kind of like Stuff Keeps Happening, but for games. So I would feel bad then doing that. But I would maybe do that. I do want more segments. I do want to add, I'm still working on the poetry segment. I started sending out the first wave of like getting author permission and social links and whatnot for poems. And then I've also considered a couple of other segments. I don't want to talk about too much because I don't want to like overcommit, but I've been considering adding new segments to the longer version of Stuff Keeps Happening. Judge issues a gag order on Trump after social media attack on a clerk. Yeah, he was like ripping on people this morning. It's fucking wild that he just keeps doing that. Did you hear they just removed Kevin McCarthy? I did just hear that. I guess make a video. But whew. Yeah, maybe I'll go record that video real quick and then go make some food. But I do think I'm gonna hop out and head out here. Thank you all so very, very much for hanging out with me this afternoon. It's always been a blast. It's been a blast as always. Sorry, brain malfunctioning. You all are the single greatest community on the internet. So that's great. Oops, I accidentally stopped my recording. Whoops. I have a couple of quick announcements. One, check out my YouTube channels, youtube.com/Endeavorance and Endeavorance Games. You can always catch longer versions of Stuff Keeps Happening there. There's also the podcast. If you want to listen to Stuff Keeps Happening as a podcast, it's available on every podcast app. Go do that. Other than that, I have a podcast project in the work with the absolutely incredible Diana of the Rose, and make sure to follow her on TikTok as well. I am super, super, super thrilled about that project. We're making some forward movement, but still not ready to reveal too much yet. And be sure to laugh endlessly about the fact that Kevin McCarthy just got unseated by his own party. So that's hilarious. Everybody have a great rest of your day or evening or whatever time it may be for you. My name is Endeavorance. I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow. Hello. Tomorrow night I'll be streaming. I'll be playing Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door instead of Palia, which is, I mean, I want to play that game too, but I mostly just want to play Palia. Anyway, I'll be playing Paper Mario: Thousand-Year Door tomorrow. Hope to see you there. Until then, take care, be well, and I'll see you in the next time. Goodbye.